Before this video starts, I want to give a massive shout out to all my channel members. If you want to receive a shout out, then become a channel member today and you'll be shown on screen like all these other channel members here. Anyways, enjoy the video. With the start of the 13th anniversary for the global version, there are some brand new units that come along with the event. There are 5 new Ranger units and a large mech Uber, for which I already have a video on if you want to check that out after this one. For now though, the focus of this video is going to be on the Blue Nyanko Ranger, and in this video, I want to see if they could be as super as their team or if they need additional assistance. In order to unlock this unit, you need to send Gamatoto to the shooting range expedition. After doing so, you can unlock the Blue Ranger in the missions tab. Before we start, like, comment, subscribe, the whole ordeal. The footage of Blue Nyanko Ranger is at level 50. In order to get a better look at the Ranger, let's take a look at their stats. At level 30, they sport 17,000 health, deal 7.8k damage with 1.6k DPS. They stand at 360 range, move at 15 speed, cost 1050 to send out, and have a cooldown of 24.53 seconds. Though through a 1-slot combo, their cooldown effectively drops to 20.16 seconds, but I'll talk about this combo a bit later. They also deal massive damage to red enemies, dealing 31,000 damage to them with 6.6k DPS. Blue Nyanko Ranger is a unit that faces a lot of competition as a red attacker, with their only real standout part being their standing range of 360. This higher standing range allows them to stay more safe against a ton of red enemies, but besides this one advantage, on top of being accessible right as Gamatoto is unlocked, this unit's value plummets off a cliff once you get access to units like Crazed Whale and especially Courier Cat. While Courier may be slightly less tanky and deals slightly less damage, Courier has several advantages over the Blue Ranger that just make Courier a better unit in basically every way. Courier sports a cooldown that's about 3 times as fast, allowing him to pile on more damage way more easily. Courier also sports a cheaper deploy cost, making it so it takes less out of your wallet per summon. Courier is also much faster, allowing him to more easily score hits, and with an LD that can snipe enemies that would be sitting behind an enemy. Because of these advantages Courier has over the Blue Ranger, once you unlock them, then there's very little reason to use them over Courier. However, there is still one thing that's important to discuss with the Blue Ranger, these being the special Nyanko Ranger combos. Blue Ranger themselves sport an extra large research combo, which reduces the cooldown of all Ranger units by 131 frames or 4.37 seconds. On screen is a chart that shows the cooldown reductions of all the Ranger units. As mentioned earlier, this makes Blue Ranger's effective cooldown 20.16 seconds, as if you were to use this unit and a slot is available on the top row, you would always put this guy there. Besides this combo, there is one other Ranger combo that gives them some use outside of the 13th anniversary event. This being the Yellow Strike combo, which gives all the Ranger units wave immunity. The main value this gives the Blue Ranger is the ability to act as a wave immune attacker in stages that feature Berserk and Toucan. While this is not as valuable in regular stages where you have access to Octopus, this niche they have could be extremely valuable in 4-star stages. This is especially the case against Toucan, whose wave damage could easily one-shot most non-wave immune units there. Seeing as this unit gets Kaijin Slayer with the Red Ranger, I might as well quickly go over their Kaijin Slayer stats before wrapping up. At level 30, their effective health jumps to 42,000, with them dealing 19,000 damage with 4.1k DPS. Into these red Kaijin enemies, their damage jumps to an effective 78,000 with 16k DPS. These numbers can make them very useful in fighting the Baron face, especially in their gigantic form. So, how good is the Blue Ranger? Well, as an early game red attacker, they are pretty solid. However, once you have access to stronger anti-reds like Crazed Whale and Courier, then their value drops off hard. At the very least, they have a niche of 4-star stages as a Berserk and Toucan attacker with the Yellow Rangers combo. Besides that, they're a decent Labyrinth unit. With all that said, I want to thank you for watching this analysis of the Blue Nyanko Ranger. If you thought this insight was interesting, then be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy Battle Cats content, and comment down below your thoughts on them. I'd love to hear what you all think. Also, shout out to the following channel members: Dr. Deadly, Gamet, Virus Apero, Just a Shark, Girls Got the Ultra, Potato King, Clamorous, Barely Grover, Jade Rabbit, Tentacle Gaming, I May Be Dumb, I'm Too Few, Alex Dudurex, Carlos Fabian, Pugberto, The Real Knight, Janet Altenberg, The Gelatinous Cube, and Warp ST for being silver members or higher. If you want to receive a shout out like these channel members here, then become a silver member or higher today. Becoming a channel member supports what I do in a way that helps keep the lights on and allows me to continue making content for all of you to watch. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day.